I knew Frank Rosenthal in Casino, the part played by Lefty Rosenthal,
Yeah.
by Bob De Niro, and I knew Henry Hill, who was the part in Goodfellas. I mean, I lived with Henry Hill.
Sure.
He was in the witness program. He and I were going all. I had a bulletproof vest. I was going all over the country with him, and I would interview him and get him on tape. And then, so when I sit down to write his story, I hear his voice in my head, and I got the damn tape. So I just copy a lot of that stuff.
Interesting.
And so it's his voice. It's like you're sitting in a room with the real guy.
You're copy and paste what he said.
That's right. Now, a lot of times you ask, if you're doing what I do, you ask the same question 10 times.
Uh-huh.
And in this answer, he gives you that's good. In this answer, you got another. And so you blend his best answers into that dialogue for that scene. And that's what happened with Henry. And so you have two movies where the people I talk to are really telling you the truth. And that's the only way I know how to do it. And in the Casino, which I've never really said you shouldn't be amused, I think you'll like this. In the Casino, since Tony Spilaccio had been murdered by the time I started, Frank Cullotta, the mob guy who was his number two, the part played by Frank Vincent in Casino, some FBI agent knew him and said, he'll talk to you, since Rosenthal would not talk to me. That's Abe, the guy who became Bob De Niro.
Yeah.
And Pesci was dead, murdered. So I met with Cullotta, and he knew everything. And so I got his voice. And he tells it, so I got him on the set as a technical advisor since he was there. Now, there's this scene in Casino, you may remember, when Joe Pesci runs around this pool, swimming pool, and there's this guy who's been ripping them off for money, and he finally shoots him, and the guy goes in the pool. And, remember that. Now, I'm standing there they're shooting the movie, they're shooting that scene, and I'm standing there with Frank Cullotta. And Cullotta goes like this to me. He looks at me, he goes, no. I said, what's the matter? He says, no, that's not what happened. I said, what do you mean that's not what happened? He says, no, that's not what happened. I said, what happened? How do you know what happened? He says, I was there, I did it. He did the murder. Now, because he testified against all these people, he got immunity for something like 11 murders. The FBI gave him. So he did the murder. So I say, Marty, that's not the way he says, that's not the way it happened. I said, wait, he did it. He did the murder, yeah. Come over here. So now we get Frank Cullotta between me and him. And Frank said, no, the way he did it. So Marty says, you do it. So Frank Cullotta takes the gun and he does that murder. If you look at the movie today, the man who commits the murder is the same guy who committed the murder in real life, Frank Cullotta. I mean, what movie in the world has the real murderer in a screen shooting the murder? That's Frank Cullotta.
Is that like a well-known like Easter egg in the film? Like a lot of people know about
I think, you know, what's happened is that I never said anything. Nobody knew about it for years.
Yeah.
But then Frank Cullotta mentioned it.
Uh-huh.
So he said, I did that murder, really did. And so it got out. So it's not unknown.
Yeah.
But it's not, most people don't know it.
Interesting.